Jeep racing team, the winningest team in off-road racing, goes nowhere without Craftsman tools. From their durable precision power tools to hand tools that are guaranteed forever. So, make sure it's a Craftsman, because you don't want to get stuck with anything else.
Okay guys, so we have my daily everyday toolbox. This is a Craftsman box. This is roughly 300 pieces. This is the mechanics version. I don't remember what I paid for this thing. I think 140, 150 bucks on sale. You can currently buy one similar to this. That's I think 311 piece. It's like 189. Now this is what I recommend if you're starting out working on stuff, or if you need something to carry with you. These boxes are absolutely perfect, and all the tools carry the lifetime warranty. So this little box is my primary box. This is my go-to box. This has fixed hundreds of BMWs, probably thousands of cars over the last 12 years, and just about anything else you can think of. Now, this is set up with 3 drawers. You have 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch, and then you have storage in the top. Now this box actually comes with some wrenches, metric and standard, open in, not ratchet, and it comes with a few little tidbits we'll show you here. So on the top, we just have a bunch of stuff, just a bunch of junk basically, all my big sockets, specialty stuff, a few sensors, and stuff like this, crimp-on ends, what have you. So this thing is dirty. I just pulled it right out of the back of my Sequoia. This is where we're at with it. This is, and there's some of these missing because we're working on our car right now, and those are in that. This is the 1/4 inch drive drawer. Some of them are jumbled up, so I drove with the door open a little bit. So on the top of here, this basically comes down to the 1/4 inch drive setup. We have deep wells of standard and metric, and then shallow well sockets of standard and metric. And it has 12-point and 6-point. And then over to the left, we just have a bunch of bolts. We have the little adapters for my battery impact, and that kind of stuff, some extra extensions, whatever. We have a magnet here. And in the front, it has the little bit holder section. That's the only thing I couldn't really see much use for, because these are too short to use in a battery, a 1/4 inch drive impact wrench. So to me, they're kind of worthless. Some of those are missing. They're cheaper. They do snap if you put too much torque on them. And on the left-hand side, we have these little sockets that go into an impact driver, but they don't have the locking lip on there, so it won't lock in it. So as far as that goes, those are a little bit worthless too. Those are hardened, so they will not strip out. Now, what's supposed to go right here is a screwdriver handle that all this stuff slides into. It's around here somewhere. I haven't used that since it was new. It was kind of a joke. It's made out of aluminum. Next up, the most important drawer here is the 3/8 drive drawer. And you can see we have metric, standard, deep well. Then we have some little, what do they call them? Star 12-point pointed sockets is what I call them. And then we have 12-point and 6-point standard and metric. That's going to pretty much get you whatever you need to take off. Now, it is important to note that on these 3/8, it only goes up to 22 and 7/8 are the two biggest sizes. And you have that in 6-point and 12-point. And same over here. And I'm sorry, this one, a little bit odd, only goes up to 21 and a 12-point, but 22 and a 6-point. And the original ratchet, it was laying around here somewhere. It didn't break. I just stopped using it. It was a pretty large variance of the clicks. So I bought this upgraded ratchet from Craftsman. I got it on special over last Christmas, a little tool kit. I think it was less than $20 for a set of sockets with this ratchet in it. And I use this quite a bit. Now you do have to watch out on the 3/8 and the 1/2 inch drive if you slide a cheater bar over it. Which I do a lot. I never actually broken one of these. You got to make sure you don't bust off that little arm. I actually have broken that off on the 1/2 inch drive. doing things that we shouldn't have been doing with it. Here is the next drawer, and the next drawer has spark plug sockets. Now these spark plug sockets have the rubber insert. This one is actually missing. You can see here in the bigger one has a rubber insert in it. The rubber insert is not the best way. The best way is this guy that actually has a magnet in the spark plug socket. And pretty much using that. Here's an old one laying in here. I think that was a rubber insert also, and it is also missing. So those are kind of just straggling around at this point. And then you get a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension and a 3-inch 3/8 drive extension. You also have 3/8 to a 1/4-inch drive adapter, which that is gone. I have to find that. And then what I use more than that is this 1/2-inch drive to 3/8 drive adapter. Now here's the one that came with the kit. Maybe, I think it came with this kit. At any rate, it's in here. I've twisted some of these off before with my impact, so I actually bought an impact grade version of that, so it won't twist off. And then on the sockets here, these actually go up to, let's see, what is this? 1.125". And that's a 12 point. And over here we go up to only 22 in metric. And then of course you have your 1/2-inch drive. And here's the big ratchet, the non-updated one, the 1/4-inch drive. Now, note again, I have broke this little arm off before using a cheater bar. Sears did cover it, and there's no problem with that at all. There's never any questions asked when you go in there and change the tool on, unless it's obviously you neglected it. Now, what is not good about this toolbox is all of these big 1/2-inch drive sockets are all 12 point. There's no 6 point. Usually that's not a problem. Sometimes it is a problem. And where that's a problem, you start getting something that's a little bit rounded off. And it's more of a problem on the smaller sockets than on the bigger sockets. And a lot of times the 12 point will round it off. That's the only thing I don't like about this. It does rarely ever cause a problem. This kit also came with some universals. It came with a 3-pack, 1/2-inch drive, 3/8, and 1/4-inch. I don't use these at all anymore. These are junk. If you put these on the impact, they will explode in your face and hurt you, more than likely you, everybody else around you, and your car. We changed over to these here about 2 years ago, and these are impact universals. I use these on the daily basis. We have a 3/8 and a 1/2-inch drive, and they're a limited range. So you can hog on these with the biggest impact you have. It will not break these. Been using these every day, especially the 3/8, every day for almost a year. It does have a little bit of slop to it now from extreme use, but overall it's really good. Let me see here. So other than that, they give you these little wrenches, and I think they still give you these metric and standard, these little tiny things. These are virtually worthless. They're too small. You know, that's only 2-inch long wrench. What are you going to do with that? Maybe if you're into woodworking or something, you have some kind of tiny little bolt you need to take off, maybe that'll work. I really don't know. I've never been able to use those on anything. So that's pretty much it. One other side note, after this gets some age on it, you do want to make sure, although it's cold outside, it's opening pretty good now. When it gets warm out, make sure when you carry this by the handle, make sure the drawers face towards your leg when you're carrying it. If not, I've only had the problem one time when it was hot out. When it gets hot out, this plastic gets real pliable. If you're carrying it the wrong way, or you're going to set it up on something, the drawers can come open. These will pop open real easy, and you will have a mess like you wish you had never seen. And on another side note, those are just my sockets I use. I have hundreds and hundreds of other tools that we use to work on stuff in the channel, and that's just the main socket deal. And another plus of this, you can slide the whole tray out and put it next to the car you're working on, so you're not constantly having to get up and get down. You can slide it under the car to work on it. So that's it, guys. That's all from my Sears Craftsman mechanics tool set. This is let's say review or even update after 12 years of use. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.